Hello everyone, Joe Show 1 here. I'm back with another exciting Clash Royale video. Today we're here to checking out the Bound Changes Season 64. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe. Let's get on with the video. Of course, we're talking about the nerfs, the buffs, and then we can talk about the rework. I think in total there's 7 nerfs, 9 buffs, and 2 rework. So of course, let's get on. So Bomber and also Bomber Evolution is getting a damage nerf, so it's going to 230 to 225, so that's a minus 2%. I don't think this will make much of a difference. Maybe because it's only 2 elixir, you can maybe check if the damage will make a difference, but in my opinion I don't think this will make it that much of a difference, so it's okay. Goblin Demolisher is getting a duration nerf, so it's going to 10 seconds to 7 seconds during that 50%, so that's a minus 30% right there. This is a real big one, but I don't think it will affect the Goblin Demolisher so much because I really like Goblin Demolisher, but I think with this change, I don't think it's going to make that much difference. What will make a huge difference is actually the Void right here. So it's getting another damage nerf from the single target. So it's going to 472 to 320. So that's a minus 32%. So in total, it's doing... Wait, actually I had to check this one, actually. I still think it's a crazy one. So you're basically losing... It's a 1,410. Wait, never mind. I'm wrong. 1,460 to 960. You're basically losing. Snap. That's a huge change right there. Holy smack. That's basically about 500 damage, like, nerf. You know how much is that? That's basically like a Dark Golem, another Dark Golem, that's another Princess, that's another Void, that's another Firecracker. That almost one-shot a Mother Witch. That's crazy, that damage nerf. But honestly, I think this is actually balanced. This is probably the harsher nerf, I will honestly will say, in my opinion. So Pega Evolution will get a nerf too from its healing. So it's going to 471 to 412. So I'm guessing it's losing that 12.5%. So it's going back to 10% every kill, which honestly is pretty reasonable. I think it was doing way too good for that increase. So I'm not that surprised. Tesla Evolution is getting a nerf from his, of course, Dev Shockwave. I'm not surprised. It was doing really good because of that. But with this change, this might actually make a big change. But it's okay because Tesla is getting a buff right here. So his hit speed is going to 1.2 to 1.1 seconds. So that's a plus 9% of the increase. Or, for the hit speed of 0.83 to 0.91. So again, overall, this is a small change. But that harsher nerf from the Evolution, it will really make that difference. But I still think Tesla Evolution will be pretty good overall, in my opinion. So Wizard Evolution is getting a nerf. This is one of the nerf I feel like they should have done it first, which was a pushback. Pushback is going to 4 to 3 tiles, so that's a minus 25% right there. Look, I'm going to explain this honestly, in my opinion. They should have just increased the shield HP and nerf the pushback. I don't know why they had to nerf the shield first. In my honest opinion, it was like the pushback was the reason why the wizard was doing so good. Maybe I was wrong, but when I was using Wizard Evolution, the reason why people couldn't connect Wizard Evolution half of the time is because of that pushback was doing so good. So I'm not that surprised they decided to do it, but I honestly think it's a bit too late. So Cannoneer is getting a nerf. So the first hit time is going to 0.60 to 0.80. I keep thinking honestly, does Firecracker connect before the Cannoneer now? Does it? Because if it does, that's gonna change interactions right there. Definitely. So let's go with more of the buffs right here. So Goblin Curse is getting a buff from his DPS. My bad. So it's going to 25 to 30. That's a plus 20%. This is a weak buff in my opinion, but well, maybe this will change. I could be wrong right there. So Goblin Machine is getting a buff from his HP. So it's going to 2,196 to 2,304. That's a plus 5% right there. Not that bad. I still think it won't be really best. I think the problem is Goblin Machine, if it had mirror or without mirror, I don't think it's really good. I just don't think it's really good. I really don't think so. And we even with the buff, I don't think it's gonna be that good, in my opinion. I don't think so. What's really is surprising is the Skeleton Barrel is getting a buff. So Skeleton Barrel is getting a death damage buff, so it's going to 133 to 145. That's a plus 9% right there. I think it's underrated, and at the same time, I think it's needed. So that's all. So oh man, I almost messed up. Suspicious Bush is getting a buff from its speed, so it's going to 45 to 60. I think that is balanced now. So that's a plus 33% overall. They should have done this like earlier when they give it first nerf. I think the speed was like 90. I think they brought it down to 45. That literally just killed the card. It was literally like an A tier, B tier, to legit at F tier because of that one stupid change. But they finally fixed it, so it took you guys long enough. Thank you very much. Goblin Brawler Evolution is getting a... I think this... Wait, is it? Goblin Brawler Evolution. Just the Brawler alone. The Evolution one. Because it's not showing the actual Goblin Brawler alone. Okay. So it's getting a hit speed to 0.91 to 1. That's a plus 10%. That hit time is also 1.1 to 1 second now. So that's a plus 10%. Same hit, same speed as the Musketeer. I think overall it really needed. I think it's really weak. And it still sucks. There, I made it easy. Oh, that's funny. Goblin Drill Evolution is getting a rework. I think overall I say that it's a nerf, but let's go talk about it. So they removed the damage and knockback from the second and third spawn. So that will be removed. Deploy time for a goblin spawn after this merge. That's a new one. They should have made it a different color, in my opinion, for that. And then the second submerge will have a +1 goblin. Overall, I still think that will be a nerf. Again, that damage and knockback from the second and third spawns is the reason why it was doing, like, legit so good. And possibly, like, top 5. I think I put it, like, actually top 6, in my opinion. But... again, I'm not that surprised they actually had to nerf it. No, where is Barbarian's Evolution? Yo, where is Barbarian Evolution? It needs an HP buff. What's wrong with you people? Man, I can't believe they haven't touched it yet. Like, it really need one. It really, in my opinion. Zap Evolution is getting reworked, so the third strike damage is getting removed, but the second strike damage is getting basically above, so that's a plus 104% right there. So it's basically, basically 2 zaps. No questions. 2 zaps. Oh, are you talking about the radius too? Yeah, they removed that too. Really? Look, in my opinion, in order to make this rework like good, I feel like what they should have done, yes, they shouldn't remove the third. I see the reason why they removed it. They removed it because Zap Evolution was doing so good. But the problem was, I think Zap Evolution might be now balanced or might be the worst. Like, it might be below, like, average evolution. Because the reason why is because that radius. From that last one, it goes to 2.5 tiles to 3.5 tiles. Same thing as the poison, I think. So, oh my gosh, they had to nerf it. Not only that, they didn't even give a radius buff from the second one. I wouldn't have done that. In my opinion, I wouldn't have done that. Give a radius buff from the second strike. So it's like getting, you know, Zap Evolution, normal Zap Evolution, but you only get 2 tiles. Boom. I feel like the other reason is why they didn't do it, because if they did do that, they would have to slightly nerf the damage from the second strike for the bigger radius, which if they have done, then honestly I won't be that surprised. But still, really, that sucks. Okay, let's talk about all the nerfs and all the buffs in my honest opinion. So I feel like the harsher nerf will be the void. Again, the void, that damage I literally just told you earlier. It was basically 1,460 going down to 960. I could be wrong with that one. But still, that's about 500 damage. You know what you can do for 500 damage? They could literally survive. They could literally almost one-shot everything that's like 3 elixir. Except for the knight, of course, because knight is literally S tier. But, dude, that's crazy they had to nerf it that bad. But, yet again, I feel like they had to do it because, like, you know, when you throw a fireball to, like, fireball's 4 elixir. Yes, it have knockback, but Void was doing so much damage for only 3 elixir. So, I'm not surprised he did this. Another nerf I honestly think it really deserved is that Wizard pushback. Dude, I talk about this like 3 times, I think, on like different videos. They should have nerfed the pushback before they nerfed the shield. Because I think the shield, it doesn't make sense. You destroy the shield, boom. You just spend more elixir. It's stupid. In my opinion, it was real stupid. They actually nerfed the shield HP. Because now we have like this. And honestly, really? We had to do like the... I'm not that surprised. So the buffs... Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think the buffs are pretty weak this season. Or like pretty weak from this balance changes. Because in my honest opinion, the one that really needed one, it's difficult, really. Because honestly, like, they all needed a buff, but they all suck. Like, as a buff. I suspected better, honestly. So, except for the Suspicious Bush. That actually was a pretty, good buff, in my opinion. But, I don't know. It's just like... I'll probably just give it Tesla. Really needed it. But at the same time, Tesla didn't really need it at the same time. It was doing so good. Okay, let me change it. It would probably be Goblin Machine. But Goblin Machine, I still think it would suck. Even after this change. Again, I could be wrong. And then Goblin Curse. Again, I think it's probably going to stay the same. It's probably going to be F tier. I won't be that surprised. Maybe I could be wrong, okay? Like I always say in the same video, I already say this, okay? Again, I could be wrong. Okay, cool. But, like, I don't think it will be making much of a difference in the arena. I really don't. Skeleton Barrel, I think it was okay. With this damage, death damage, I think it's better. And I like it, so. Are we talking about rework? Which one will make a huge difference? That's difficult. Honestly, no, that's real difficult. Because they both will make... both of them are the nerf overall. So don't be surprised if it's the actual buff. It's not a buff. If you're thinking one goblin versus literally nerfing, so no damage from it's the submerge or knockback from the second and third one is different than the goblin. One goblin, you're crazy, in my opinion. Because that second and third submerge was the reason why Goblin Drill was still doing that good. But with that change, I honestly think it's gonna be suck. Okay? Well, probably not that suck. But like, it probably gonna go below tier. That sucks, man. Yeah, I had to give it Goblin Drill. I think Zap Evolution will be fine, but it will definitely won't be top 3 anymore. I think it will be like top 6. Well, Drill will probably be like maybe top 9. Again, I think it just really depends how the player. Maybe for people who, play for fun, they think wow, this is still better. But I think for higher, leagues, for people who are actual Ultimate Champion, I think they won't be using Zap Evolution. I honestly think they might be using more Night. Like, they're probably going to use more arrows. Again, it just matters how it's, but I know this is working in progress, but I think it just really matters how it's going to be. I don't know. I really don't know. Hopefully you guys are okay with this video. I actually had to make this video again because I made it too long on the last one. AKA, I made it like 27 minutes, but I cut it down to like 17, so I'll take that, honestly. So, tell me in the comments down below what balance changes you actually like, and I will make another video when it's actually 100%, just you guys do notice. So, I see you guys next time. Love you guys very much.